Tito had gone north to another anchorage, and we stayed behind a few more days. We had promised to take a crew of kids for an afternoon cruise.
Sub, Wesley,
Alon, Janicel, Nathalie, Kelvin,
Heraldo,
Janicel.
And who could deny this gang of little galopins, rascals in French? I'm a man of my word and keep my promises.
No funny business, I told him.
And I must keep my eyes open in them all. They're a big responsibility. I tried to get a parent to come, but none would. Good thing Nat was with me. And we had a plan to take them to the deserted beach and swim. They were a lot more adventurous than their moms and older counterparts a few days earlier. I urged them to run along up ahead, and they found the swimming cove on their own. This is their homeland, and this is the first time they set foot on this beach. They asked for the camera and did what kids do. We got really lucky because the waves were small, and the sun was out, and rascal spirit was high.
Claro que me gentil, de 1 até 10 baby, pra mim é 1000. Mundo cresce tragando, já flow, mas tá gentil. Deixa mundo fala, mundo tem que cala. Minha sentimento pra boa é imparável, modo bala. Nosso coração é forte, que tem nada que tá stala.
Back on board, we fed them homemade donuts and soda. And I forced them to stay outside. They were wet, and I wanted no funny business, nor any nasty business inside. I could see signs of seasickness.
Everybody gets sick on board at one point or another. Kids did well first, but now, as soon as they got on board, they got sick. Only one doesn't get sick, for sure. That's Paloma.
A born sailor she is. But the older boys did well too. They helmed, and that usually takes care of the sickness. I delivered all the kids back, safe and sound, and some humbled by their sick gut feelings. I personally felt greatly relieved. Big responsibility, kids are. Bye, Tarafal. We're off to play with adults and other species. The wind was light and from the southeast. Rare along this coast. You usually bash through waves into a fierce headwind. This was cool as the music we're listening to. As wonderful as Tarafal is, it's very quiet and lacks conveniences, like a stock supermarket, bank machine, and a place to buy phone credit. We were out of cash, fresh food, and internet access, yet stocked in donuts, punch, and grog rum, and on our way to a new harbor with an old new friend.
Arriving in Porto Novo, and looks like there's a familiar boat here. Tito the pirate's here. We're gonna put ourselves near him.
Go say hello, have a drink, and watch the sunset in front of Galapa before going out on the town.
This is where we came a few nights ago, and the ambiance was awesome. On the weekends, they have live music here and play mornas, and people get up and sing with them. But we had like a private session with this great musician called John and his partner Eddie Marley, and they played these great songs. Check them out.
Tito was right, this is a great anchorage. You can park your dinghy at a small dock at the ferry terminal, have a coffee and Wi-Fi. Then me and Tito went to see what they had pulled out of the harbor last night. A sunken sailboat. Its mast stuck out of the water like a warning to yachtsmen not to anchor here. I'd seen it before. This was a big deterrent to sailboats anchoring here. But now, it's out and we're out here in a discouraged Anchorage.
Diretamente da aldeia cultural nós raiz, tem assim tanto os visitar, assim tanto os visitar a aldeia também. Só da gente brava fala, não toca um bocadinho e divertir um bocadinho. Se boi branca ou boi preta, olha crianças ali. Da fala ali na mansão que nós nem megão, mas não temos facção.
This is the town of Porto Novo. Most visitors come here by ferry, get in the van to go hiking in the northern valleys. Few really stop here, which is cool, no tourists. But there's bank machines, stores, and a CV mobile shop to buy my favorite data plan so I can upload an episode. I'm really liking this town. Got all these sailing guidebooks and spoke to many yachtsmen and know-it-alls who do not recommend this anchorage. They know nothing. Tito knows because he is here, and he's right. It is a really easy, tranquil town and a fine anchorage. As much as I love my most comfortable A-liter water shoes to walk around, I did need a new pair of flip-flops. Yesterday, a massive gust flipped over my dinghy and lost yet another pair of cheap sandals. Sandals must be cheap because they are extremely volatile on a sailboat. I also felt a change in the weather. The wind was picking up. We would stay here about a week. You can't get the feel of a place just passing by. Plus, there was live music on a weekend that we wanted to hear. Well, here's Tito, who joined us here with Sheikh, a Senegalese businessman who would show us a good place to eat lunch. Sheikh is happy here in Cape Verde and has no desire to go to Europe. This is Solange. She and her partners manage the bar restaurant. All women. And one tomcat. They do all the cooking, serving, and cleaning for daily lunch and dinner. But tomorrow we would go. The sudden wind change gave back the Anchorage its bad reputation. We had just one last stop to make.
The office of the Policia Maritime. So we're just waiting until somebody responsable comes and can sign us out.
We were seen by the head of Maritime Affairs. He signed our papers and then properly invited us to his official digs above his office.
Incredible. We're being welcome here with Antonio.
Antonio here is the maritime police boss and a generous host. We would have loved to stay longer in Porto Novo, but the wind in the harbor had made a point to discourage the Anchorage. And a sail back across San Vicente Canal? Well, it ain't no bullshit sailing.
Tuba